People are ready for this cash flow shift. Cash flow shift.
Do fundraisers and and they write grants and ask for donations. And of course the government, provide, they collect taxes and tariffs. So that's how they generate their revenue and manage their business. Well, we have to, as individuals, we can't be puppets to them. We have to say, okay, what do I do to generate more cash flow in my household and take care of my economy? Because, America is the wealthiest country in the world, but some people have more cash flow than they need or all that they want. And millions of other people are struggling to get where they need to be or even want to be. So that's why we call it myEcon, which is short for my economy. And we call ourselves a cash flow success company because everybody wants cash flow success. That's having more coming in than you got going out, enough cash flow on a monthly basis to afford your lifestyle. Whatever lifestyle you've chosen, that's a different number. So that's what we do here in myEcon. Now, we've been doing it for over 21 years under the umbrella myEcon, but we did it for many years even before that. And we're technology driven. We're debt free. We have an A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. Our members have acquired, we focus on helping our members acquire unlimited cash flow, because the bottom line is more cash flow solves the problem. More cash flow helps us reach our goals. And our members are great because they've already generated over $1 billion collectively. Now, we're not talking about myEcon money or revenue. We're talking about what our members, the $1 billion, what myEcon members have put in their pockets over the years. So, and we're still growing. Matter of fact, we're accelerating. We're not, decelerating. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about more cash flow. Now, more cash flow is important because we need it for lifestyle, financial freedom. See, everybody wants more cash flow. Individuals, companies, nonprofits, governments. More cash flow is essential for attaining financial goals. Goals like lifestyle, investing, debt elimination, charitable giving. Just envision for a moment, what would an extra $500 a month or $1,000 a month or even $2,500 or more, if you had that coming in every month, what could you do with it? Could you pay off debt faster or invest it to build your retirement faster? Or maybe you have a charity you want to give it to, or maybe you want to, there's something that you want to buy lifestyle wise. Okay. So more cash flow is important. And that's why everybody in myEcon, every member gets a cash flow shifting membership. It's called CSM. Okay. And this membership empowers our members, or should I say the strategies inside the membership empower our members to get more cash flow, because we need multiple ways to do that. Now, we refer to the concept as cash flow shifting because it literally shifts cash flow into each member's bank account. How does that happen? Well, millions of people lose thousands of dollars annually, hundreds of thousands of dollars during their lifetime to high taxes. They're overpaying their taxes according to the U.S. government. They have high debt. I mean, if you're paying 23, 24, 28, 29% on credit card debt, that's losing money. We got to do something about that. Inadequate investment. So they're paying high interest on debt, but they're getting low return on investments. And then there's affiliate income opportunity. So let's get into it a little more. All right. Now we've got 6 strategies that we talk about. The instant pay raise. That's where we're showing people how to correct how much money is being taken out their paycheck for taxes. We'll get to it in a minute. Build great credit. A 750 plus credit score can put a lot of money in your pocket. And then minimize taxes. Business owners have access to hundreds of tax deductions that employees do not have access to. Now, and if you have a business and a job, you get both sets of deductions. Invest like the pros. Okay, invest like the pros. Well, what are you earning on your investments? Are you getting 2, 3%, 5, 6, 7, 8%? Or are you getting much higher, like many professionals are doing? And so we want to get them to manage our money for us. Debt elimination, and then affiliate income. Because there's 150 million people in this market that want more cash flow. So the market for us to share our successful strategies is almost unlimited. So each of these strategies will put cash in your pocket. Then we have two other memberships, standalone. We have our Zingo Travel. Now, Zingo Travel is a discount travel club. Saves you up to 70% on travel. We have over 1 million hotels and resorts, rental cars, cruises, flights, and more. We guarantee the best price or 110% cash back of the difference. So you can't find it less expensive than at Zingo. And we have super discounts on rewards like shopping, restaurants, and more. You can buy this membership standalone for $139.95 a year, or you can add it to your myEcon cash flow shifting membership. And then the second product is Defender Plus, which is world-class identity protection, okay, cutting-edge internet surveillance, and a guaranteed restoration if a breach occurs. We even have $1 million insurance policy. Plus, we have 40,000 attorneys in our national legal services with 9 free services, things like wills, consultations, and more. Okay? So you can also get this standalone, or you can add it to your myEcon membership. All right? So 2 great ways to get started in myEcon. Number 1, you can do our CSM, Cash Flow Shifting Membership. It's got all the financial strategies in it, plus the affiliate marketing opportunity and automated marketing system. Okay? Then we also, so number 2, the other way is you have our Elite Cash Flow Shifting Membership, which has everything in the Cash Flow membership, plus the Zingo Travel and the Defender Plus membership as a bundle. So you can start either of these 2 ways, okay? Now, and then we've got a world-class compensation plan. Before we talk compensation, let's go over and log into our back office so we can get a hands-on view, okay? I like going into the back office, all right? So now, when you get the membership, you log in, you're going to either have the cash flow shifting membership or the Elite. You see, I got the Elite, which just basically means I added the travel and the Defender Plus to mine. Okay? So now each of these templates are clickable. So the idea is when you come to myEcon, yes, you can, most network marketing companies, you join and you just start selling. Well, we market too, but let's see if we can get the strategies working in our lives, because, if the strategies are working for you, you got a great product. So the first strategy is the W4, instant pay raise. Now, this strategy exists because 117 million people got tax refunds last year. If you got a tax refund, that means you overpaid your taxes. Like most people think, well, I got a tax refund. I did really great because I didn't have to pay it in a year. I got a refund. Well, that refund was your money. You just overpaid. So we got to change that thought process on that. And not only did you overpay, but when you overpaid, that meant that the IRS held your money all year long and used it to make money, and you didn't get any of the money. So how could you put that money to work, whether it's $50 a payday, $100 a payday, $300, whatever the number is, okay? So the IRS has a website where you can go in and do that. We've got a video on it here, and then we got an intro, and then we got a detailed training video, okay? Plus, you can get personalized help if you need it, okay? If you need that, contact your upline or send me an email at Stokes, IDEY, 51@gmail.com, okay? Now, so how does it work? We go to the IRS website, we correct your W-4, and let's say you get an extra $200 a month or extra $500 a month. I've seen it's typically between 200 and 500, but I've seen over 1,000 many times. You say, well, Ivy, that's not a lot of money. Well, I mean, that's true. It's not a lot of money. But what can we do with it? Because remember, money is a tool. We can work for money, but we can also make money work for us. So let's say you get that $300 a month. Okay. Let's say you got a $5,000 debt. Let's say you got $5,000 in credit card debt and you're paying the credit card company $150 a month. Well, it's going to take you almost 10 years to pay the debt off because most of that $150 a month is going to interest. So you're going to end up paying $16,000, $17,000 on that credit card if you never put anything else on it over the next 9+ years in interest. That doesn't feel too bad on the surface. It's probably affordable. It's only $150 a month, but $100 plus of it is going to interest. You put it in a calculator. Got some out there. You got one here in myEcon. Okay. So what's an alternative to that? You change it there before. Let's say you get $300 a month. You take that $300 and put it on that debt. You add it to the credit card payment of $150. Now you're sending the credit card company $450. 13 months later, the debt is paid off. Now, that $150 stays in your pocket every month. Well, what can you do with that? Start investing it. What would happen if you put that into your 401k or you put it into a regular investment? Well, that means you got 8+ more years. Well, at $150 a month is $1,800 a year. Well, $1,800 per year times 8, that's $15,000 with no interest. What would it turn to an interest? I don't think anybody would say, well, it's no big deal. I don't mind giving the credit card company $35,000, $40,000. And that's just over the next 8 years. I mean, what if you're 40? Could it grow for 20 years? What if you're 30? Could it grow for 30 years? I mean, that's hundreds of thousands of dollars that we can lose or gain without really even feeling it. Just because we didn't use the correct strategy and we let somebody else use our money. Because what does the IRS do with the money? Your employer take it out of your check, they send it to the IRS. The IRS holds it all year. They put it in the bank, and then the bank loans it out to people for credit cards, cars, mortgages. They're using that money to make money, and it's your money, and you're not getting any of the money. We want to correct that so we can use our money to start making money. That's a big time strategy. All right. And what if you get a good return on your investments? So that's very good. All right. Now let's click over. Let's go to, so that's something that you should accomplish in your first 30 days in myEcon or quicker. Okay. Now, once you get that accomplished, let's go over to the My Credit. Okay. Now, it's a world-class. If you got good credit, maybe you don't need to do anything. But even if you have good credit, you want to go in and go through the training so you'll know more about credit. So if you start to become an affiliate and market it to somebody, because there's a huge market out there, you can get that done. So there's a welcome. It's got a video. And then below the video, it's the written in text. Okay. And it's a 10-step system, how to get your credit reports for free. Read your credit reports, check for errors, everything a person would need to do to build a credit score. So there's some information in there you may not need for your personal use. But, that's just like having a store. You don't buy everything. You don't need everything that you sell in your store. But if you need it, you're going to buy it from yourself. But you do want to know what's in your store in case somebody else wants it. So you go through and you learn everything about credit. And it's not difficult. It's only about maybe 90 minutes of information. It's broken down into sections. You don't have to learn it all in one day. So if you ever decide to become an affiliate, and that's free, now it's just click the button. You have a business model and a product that you can market to people and make money. Powerful, powerful system. Even if people need stuff removed, we've got the letters. They put the information in one time, boom, click the letter, bang. You know, what bureau they're sending it to, type the negative information in as it is on their credit report, and download the letter. It pops out. So now all they got to do is sign the letter and mail it. We show them everything, even how to mail the letter step by step. Okay. So this system has helped over 100,000 people build better credit scores. So that's our My Credit system. All right. And, you know, and as I said, you may not need, you may have a good credit score. Okay. That's great. You know, but what about the marketing, the affiliate opportunity? Okay. And we have videos to help you do that. All right. So let's go a little bit further here. All right. Oh, wow. Okay. Here we are. All right. So now we have our, let's go further. We have our debt elimination. If somebody wants to get out of debt, we have a system for them. Okay. They watch the videos, 2 minutes. They put in their creditors, the amount owed, the interest rate, the minimum payment. Clicks, calculate. It's going to create a snowball system for them that they can follow and get out of debt the most efficient way. So it's a great system to improve a person's finances. And then we have our cash flow manager to minimize taxes. Number one, we're going to show you all of your potential tax deductions that come with a home-based business, not just based on our opinion, but from the IRS website. We have a packet in here, okay? And it's videos and all that in there, but I'm just going to show it to you right now, okay? So we got all that. And then we go to the IRS publication. Like here, this is publication 463, page 18. The document on the right, the page number on the right, page 5, that's the document that we put together, page number. And then we outline the documentation of the IRS saying that you can take this tax write-off and how to keep the records, because you don't need to be a tax expert. You just need to keep proper records. Okay. And to do that, we're going to provide you with our cash flow manager, which is an app that comes on your phone, your tablet, your computer, that you can that you can put multiple businesses in it, no extra charge. It comes with the membership, okay? So and we got all the instructions. So you're just going to create, all you're going to do here is, of course, you're just going to create a business profile. So if I want to do that, new profile, you see I got a bunch of them in there because it's my training. So I just put Joe's business. Okay, it's that simple. Type it in, save the file, and he's up and running. Now, if I wanted to go to the list, well, I just created Joe's business. I can click on it, and I can enter income, expenses, and it takes less than 2 minutes a day. So, if you don't have time to do it every day, you can update. Even receipts, you can simply copy a receipt, okay, take a picture of it, upload it to the system, throw the paper away, and you're IRS compliant. So everything you need to do that. Now, people that do that end up saving more money on taxes than the myEcon business even costs them. Because what if you got $5,000 in tax write-offs? What about the mileage on your car? Maybe you're going to the grocery store, or maybe you're going to the park on Saturday, or maybe you're going across town for something. You take a business card with you, right? And you tell somebody, hey, I'm a business owner, and I'd like to give you one of my cards. Well, when you do that for somebody, nothing else, you don't have to sell them anything. I'm a business owner in town. I'd like to give you one of my cards. It could be the person at the cash register. It could be the person anywhere, right? And, now one or two things are going to happen. They're going to say, well, what kind of business is it? And you say, well, we show people how to build credit, grow investments, and earn affiliate income. Or, we show people whatever part you want to promote. That's what I always said. All right. I'd love to give you some free information. Do you have you get their contact number if they go that far? And if they don't go that far, they may call you one day or check out your website because it's on the business card. Or they may call you in the future. But if you get the contact number, now you can invite them to the myEcon presentation on Mondays and Wednesdays. All right. So, but either way, whether they go that far or don't go that far, that mileage is tax deductible there and back because you turned it into a prospecting opportunity. a marketing opportunity, a business opportunity. So now, in a year, you might put 2,000, 3,000 miles on your car where you got the mileage. So 3,000 miles at 70 cents a mile, that's $2,100. Your cell phone, your internet access, your business, you can come up with 5 to 10,000 in tax write-offs, which could save you $2,000 to $3,000 on tax. The business is less than $800 a year. So now you're making more on tax savings than it's even costing you to be in the business. And that's when we say you let the government pay the bill. Okay? So, it's endless to lower your taxes, to get that cash and put it to work in your name instead of the IRS's name. We even have a cash flow strategist where you can create a comprehensive financial plan for your family or your household. Okay, and I'll briefly go over and show you I'll just show you the travel. Okay, so it's a great travel portal. So what we do there, we go in here. I'm just going to pick a place. Okay, I'm going to pick Vegas because, it's pretty neutral to everybody. Probably everybody's been to Vegas or going or might go or something. Well, okay, I'm logging in slow today. So hopefully it'll be there in a second. If it's not, we'll do it next time, okay? But it's a travel program just like, but we show you the competitors' prices. See if I can, it's not logging in for me right now. I don't know what's going on. It's just circling. All right. I'll do it on Wednesday. Okay. So, but we show you our competitors' pricing. We show you Priceline, Expedia, Travelocity. We show you on our page their pricing, and then you can just clock out. You can just click off it, go over there and see the same price, and we beat their prices, or we'll pay you 110% of the difference. Okay. And then, of course, we also have our Defender Plus, which is, you're getting the world-class ID Defender. It's going to monitor. It's going to do internet surveillance, social security monitoring, to make sure you're monitoring your people out there on the dark web using your social security number, change of address, court and criminal, send you a report every month. Okay. Sex offenders, move it into your neighborhood, all this stuff. Okay. Payday loan monitoring, somebody go get a payday loan in your name. So, and then in addition to that, we also have inside of that our legal club with over 40,000 attorneys and huge networks. Just get an 800 number, you call it, tell them what kind of attorney you're looking for, and they provide you. You call them up, you get a free consultation. If you like it, you do business with them. If you don't, tell them you don't like that one, they'll send you another one. All right? So it's just that. And these are local attorneys in your state or your city. And, you can choose whichever one you want. And they give you huge discounts. All right? So it's a comprehensive membership. All right? And there's multiple tiers. But let's go back to the comp plan. And then we'll open up for questions and answers. Okay? So once you look at this comp plan, all right, we pay 100%. Nobody pays out more, okay, than myEcon. And we can do it because, number one, we've been around a long time. We have capital, okay, and so we do volume, all right? So the two ways to get started in myEcon, you can do the cash flow shifting membership, which is $49.95 and then $49.95 a month, all right? Or you can do the elite cash flow shifting membership, which is $99.95 upfront, and then $69.95 a month. So the elite just has the travel and the Defender Plus added to it. Okay. Or you can just start with the cash flow shifting membership and upgrade at any time. All right. Now we're going to pay you 100%. So once you're in, you become an affiliate. There's no more cost to that. Now you go out there and you refer somebody, whether it's your first one or your 10th one or your 1,000th person. Anytime you personally refer somebody, we're going to pay you 100% up front. So if they get the CSM, which is $49.95, we're going to pay you $50 the next Friday. We pay every Friday. We've been doing that for over 1,200 Fridays. If they get the elite, we're going to pay you $100 up front. That's 100% payout. Then, if those people refer people, we're going to give you we're going to give you overrides on their personal recruits. They're going to get the 100%, and you're going to get $5 to $10 override depending on your rank in the business. All right, on that when they initially come in. Then every month after that, for as long as they're active, and we have many members that's been active over 20 years, we're going to pay you a residual income up to $11 on the cash flow shifting membership and up to $15.40 monthly on the elite cash flow shifting membership business. Okay. And you're building your business. Okay. So now what did I do? Okay. Hang on for a minute, everybody. So imagine you got 10, 20, 5, 50, even 100 new members coming on monthly. Okay. And remember, it's cumulatively. So it doesn't, so if you're a slow starter, don't worry about it. Some people start slow and end up strong. Some people start out fast, and you can make money, thousands of dollars just using the membership, even if you don't recruit anybody. Okay. So you have the opportunity to grow. Now, 25, let's just say you build a team one day that's bringing in 10 members weekly on your team. That can pay you up to $1,000 a week. And then in a year's time, you could have over 520 members and your residual could be over $6,900 a month. So let's just think about that, even at that level, $6,900 a month, part-time in your spare time. Okay. Now, how much money would you, we're just going to say $7,000 a month. Okay. Times 12. That's $84,000 a year residual income. You got to have $1 million in your investment account to generate $84,000 a year. So you could start building this business based on strategies and principles in a marketplace that's not going anywhere. Because what day in America is everybody going to have good credit? What day in America is everybody going to have their retirement account fully funded? What day in America is everybody going to not overpay their taxes? Never. So this marketplace is not going anywhere. This training is not going anywhere. And we're constantly evolving and updating, and we keep building more and more tools so you can build a business. And it doesn't cost you anything because your tax write-offs are saving you more on taxes than it's even costing you to build a business. That's got a long track record, but just looking at it, it's going to have a long future track record too, because the marketplace is not going anywhere. It's not going to go anywhere. We have thousands and thousands of members, and some of those members have become millionaires. Some of those members are just, have improved their lives financially. We have people from just getting started all the way to the other end. But even the members that have been successful for a long period of time, they still market because the marketplace is so big. They want to build their affiliate income. That's what myEcon's about. So we're in a never-ending market. It's not going to end. They'll be doing myEcon when I'm gone. Because the marketplace it's going to be here. It's a whole new generation. I mean, you talk to somebody between 22 and 30, and you're talking 80% have bad credit and don't know how to fix it. When you start talking to 50-year-old plus, they overpay in taxes because the kids are gone and they don't know how to lower. And they're probably behind on retirement investing, and they need a way to supplement and move forward to the next level. That's what myEcon's all about. Okay. Hey, so my name is get back with whoever invited you. They're going to send you a link, get signed up, and you can start making money immediately.
Yeah. I hope people are ready for this cash flow shift. Cash Cash flow shift, reposition how you get paid. Cash flow shift, not a hustle.